Greetings, mystery fans. Well, time for another look at a Veronica Mars episode, and this time we're going to be looking at Cheaty Cheaty Bang Bang. So, let's take a look at it. Veronica attends a Future Business Leaders of America meeting to build up her resume, headed by Dick Casablancas Sr. After class, Beaver talks to Veronica about his stepmother's cheating and pays her $1,000 for the case. After finding Veronica Mars written on a dead body's palm, Sheriff Lamb takes Veronica in for questioning. The man is David Curly Moran, whom Veronica met at the site of the bus crash. Sheriff Lamb threatens Veronica. Keith asks Alicia to a romantic getaway in Chicago, and she accepts. Veronica researches Kendall and her possible relationship to Curly Moran. Veronica asks Keith whether he's going to propose to Alicia, and he says no. Veronica tracks Kendall, and she talks to an unspecified man. They go to a cheap motel, and Veronica takes a picture. Jackie comes and sits at Veronica and Wallace's table. Veronica, in order to help Wallace out, invites him and Jackie on a double date to watch the BBC adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. Beaver is not satisfied with the pictures, and Veronica requests more money for the money shot. Veronica goes to Curly's place of work, where she finds Curly's possessions, including a picture of Curly with Aaron Eccles. In another FBLA class, Veronica makes a snide remark to Duncan, and they end up fighting. Veronica, Duncan, Wallace, and Jackie go on their double date, and Jackie's dominating the conversation irritatingly. However, Duncan and Wallace both find her interesting. At the gym, Veronica talks to Kendall. She trucks Kendall to the beach, where she's meeting the Sandman at Sandpiper, which Mr. Casablancas advertised as a resort. Veronica talks to the business teacher about real estate fraud and informs him that Mr. Casablancas is inflating his company's stock value. Keith and Alicia enjoy their date, but a police officer asks for Keith and Alicia's names and where they are staying. Jackie walks into the coffee shop with another man, but Jackie says nothing the next day with Wallace. Veronica sets up the camera, which takes pictures every 15 seconds in Kendall's room, and Logan is shirtless in several. Veronica shows Beaver the pictures, and when Veronica is away for a second, Beaver suddenly disappears and leaves the pictures on the screen, and Veronica finds out about Logan and Kendall's affair. Neither Beaver or Logan come to school the next day. The police officer finds Alicia's name in the phone book. Veronica visits Logan's bedroom and tells him about the pictures, but he seems unafraid. Veronica notices that Curly Moran did the stunts on an Aaron Eccles film. Beaver tells Mr. Casablancas that he hired a private investigator to find Kendall, but he immediately tells his staff to shred all papers and flies away in a helicopter before the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission gets there. With her newfound knowledge, Veronica tells Duncan that she believes the bus crash was meant to kill her. Why would he want to kill Veronica? I mean, come on. Well, anyway, let's take a look at some cultural references that were made in this episode. Veronica uses the phrase excellent, referring to the catchphrase used by Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. When Sheriff Lamb questions Veronica about her relationship with David Curly Moran, she jokes that they met while he was a roadie for Whitesnake and she was a backup singer for Boys to Men. Veronica references the infinite monkey theorem, whatever the heck that is. Keith woos Alicia by paraphrasing Fogg. Keith mentions Kenny G. Veronica compares Kendall to a Barbie doll. Veronica jokes that Kendall has broken her Atkins diet. Veronica's place of work is called Java the Hutt, a play on the character Jabba the Hutt. Excuse me. The episode frequently references Pride and Prejudice. The business teacher references Warren Buffett. Logan sarcastically refers to Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and the film of the same name. Logan's inspirational quote of the day is from William Makepeace Thackeray. Logan uses a catchphrase from I Love Lucy. And now on to the music. The following music can be heard in the episode: I Turn My Camera On by Spoon, Janine with the Light Brown Hair by Stephen Foster, Leopards by the Everly Brothers, Nazareth version, and Smoke It by the Dandy Warhols. And now finally on to the arc significance in this episode. In Chicago, a man sees Alicia and calls her Cher and Sherry. Body on the beach was David Curly Moran. He was a mechanic who had been the stunt coordinator on Aaron Eccles' first big movie, The Long Haul. Beaver gets a picture of Logan and Kendall together and shows them to his dad just because of Blanca Sr., but his dad isn't concerned with it. Instead, Big Dick tells his employees to shred everything and leaves in a helicopter for the SEC arrive. And now finally onto the production of this episode. The episode was written by Phil Klemmer and John Enbaum and directed by John Kretschmer, marking Klemmer's 5th directing credit, Enbaum's 4th writing credit, and Kretschmer's 5th directing credit. The episode's title is a tongue-in-cheek reference to Cheaty Cheaty Bang Bang. The episode also features a cameo appearance by the Dandy Warhols lead singer Courtney Taylor Taylor, who sang a karaoke song in the episode. The singer also sings the series theme song. The character Weevil, played by Francis Capra, does not appear in the episode. Wonder why. So overall, this is a pretty interesting episode, and the fact that Veronica finds out about Logan and Kendall's affair is, well, a bit awkward to say the least. So, yeah. So overall, I give this episode 4 out of 5 marshmallows. Well, tune in tomorrow as we take a look at the Green-Eyed Monster. So until then, remember everyone, the game's afoot.